Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got another Kubey knife sent in from Dave, this old sword blade reviews, and again, here will be a link to his channel down below. I greatly appreciate him and the other YouTubers that send stuff in. It really helps a lot. Dave has sent me a ton of stuff. Alex at Alex's Knife Box has sent me a ton of stuff. And I'm going to link Alex down below too because he deserves it. His channel's growing and he and I have become good friends. So go check him out and go check out Dave. So let's dive into this Kubey. This is the KB257. This is an interesting knife. That's what I love about doing YouTube is, especially with friends that loan things in, and you viewers. I get a lot of stuff from viewers and people I don't even know. Got an email today from a viewer asking me if I wanted to check out a Microtech. And I said, absolutely, send that thing in. He's looking to sell it, so maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I'll at least get him some exposure when I do a video of it and maybe connect a buyer and a seller. So this is a knife that I would not have normally checked out on my own because it's not my favorite style and design, but it's very cool to be able to handle stuff. And again, that's why I kind of do this channel, is so that I can check things out that I may not normally be able to, or check out on my own. So let's dive right into it. I've wasted enough time rambling. It is 4 5/8 closed, 8 inches overall, just a hair over 8 inches, 3.42 inch blade with a 3.57 cutting edge. Now, let's just kind of zoom in here. How can the cutting edge be longer than the blade? I measure the blade from the edge of the scale to the tip of the blade, wherever the edge of the scale is. This particular one, the edge of the blade is below the edge of the scale, so the edge comes out longer. I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way. That's the way I do it. So this one, Kubey uses a lot of AUS 10 blade steel. It's 0.121 blade thickness. Overall thickness is 0.636, 4.9 ounces, and it runs on ceramic bearings. So the overall upswept blade and whatnot is not my style necessarily. So let's kind of zoom it in even a little bit more here by holding it up to the camera. Nice blade grind, very functional. Not a lot on the blade, just the Kubey logo. On the pivot. Nice G10, kind of a black and blue. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Damascus, I think, that Hogue kind of coined the phrase. And G10 backspacer. I believe this is G10. I'm not 100% sure, but it sure feels and acts like it. And it just looks really good. Now, the fit and finish on a knife like this is not premium. But again, the price isn't premium either. This is a sub $60 knife. And you can kind of see some of that quality, or lack thereof, in the backspacer, the cutting out of the spacer. They didn't really kind of finish out those cuts very well, in my humble opinion. Now, partially, I may be a little bit biased and spoiled having a lot of higher-end custom knives, and I expect a little bit more finish detail, per se. But for $60, like, you really can't go wrong if this is a blade shape and style that speaks to you. The pocket clip works great. All in all, it's a really good knife. Flips out every time. Nice and solid. Feels really good in the hand. I mean, I can't really complain about it at all as far as the ergos go. It really does fit in the hand well. Feels good. You really locked in. Great spot for your thumb ramp. Can kind of choke up a little bit by wrapping your finger around the flipper tab. I don't know what that buys you, really. You would not necessarily use this in a reverse grip, but it is comfortable in that regard too. And this really kind of, I know it's different. I'm not comparing it to, but the blade shape is similar to the Spidey Chef. So this could be a really good food prep type of knife just based on the blade shape and ergos. So all in all, it's really not a bad knife. Now the black and the blue I don't think you can find anymore, but you can find a solid black G10. And I will link to that Amazon one that I found down below also, just so you could check that out. Let's do a couple size comparisons real quick and wrap this up because I kind of rambled off a little bit too much at the beginning. So here it is next to the Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica. The Hellraiser because, well, it's a unique shape also. And I am such a fan of the Hellraiser. And last but not least, the Holt Spectre. Gives you a pretty good size comparison as to what you're looking at here. And again, for $60, just under, I don't know that you can go wrong if this look and shape appeals to you. Okay? Not my favorite shape, but I love checking things out. So, we don't know what we really like and don't like until we handle something that we don't like or that we didn't think we would like. There's been a lot of knives that have come through that I've really grown to love that I would never have looked at. I mean, I kind of flipped through in a catalog or I scrolled through online and it says, not for me. But somebody sends it in and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd love to check it out. And I turn out that, man, I like it. Like the Spyderco Subvert I just did, I really like that. And I passed up on one before. So now I'm kind of kicking myself, like maybe I should have given that a try and gotten a good deal, a few months back. So you don't know what you like until you really see it. And so my advice is just go check things out because it doesn't hurt to check things out. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow.